Hey guys, it's Cece and TBR Takedown has officially begun, and I was bad last night and I didn't vlog the beginning of TBR Takedown. Mostly because last night I looked absolutely terrible. I'm still getting over a cold, so I just didn't feel like filming yesterday. But I have managed to get partially ready so far this morning. Um, it's doing better. I did my hair and everything, and I'm gonna go do my makeup and get ready and go do stuff for the day. But I wanted to let you know that last night I did start my first book of the readathon, which is going to be the 13th Reality Void of Mist and Thunder, and that is the final 13th Reality book by James Dashner. I read about 60 pages of this last night and have forgotten everything about this series, to be honest with you. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to catch up so easily with summaries on a series that is at least partially based on quantum physics. But I'm doing pretty well, and I'm hopefully going to get through a majority of this book today. I think I have to get through about 250 pages a day to finish in time. So yeah, I'm going to hunker down and read some more, but first I'm going to get ready for the day and get a little bit done. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So it's late, and I forgot to check in, which, yeah, sorry about that. But it is actually day 2 now. That's how long I forgot to check in. And I did not get quite as far through the 13th reality as I wanted to. I'm on about page 215. I was supposed to get to page 240, and I didn't. But hopefully I will catch up tomorrow, and yeah, that'll be better. And I'm going to be better about checking in from now on. And tomorrow I'm going to get my hair cut and colored, so tomorrow this is all going to look different. So yeah, look forward to that too. Alright, so I read a tiny bit more last night. I didn't quite read as much as I wanted to, but I fell asleep with the book in my hand. So I made a valiant effort. So I'm at about page 260 of the 13th Reality, book 4. I'm not loving it right now, which is probably making it a tiny bit harder to push through it as quickly as I want to. I'm liking it, but I'm just not liking it as much as I liked the other 3 books. So I'm having a hard time with that, but I am now going to go to work, and then I'm going to go get my hair done. So next time I check in, I should have very different hair, and hopefully I will be almost all the way through this book. Got my hair done, and I got a lot of reading done, thankfully. So I was a little bit behind this morning, but I caught up, and I am actually ahead by about 40 pages now, which really pleases me, and that also means that I finished reading the 13th Reality, book 4, which I put away, and I'm not gonna get back out right now, because I don't want to, and it's late. I didn't love it. It was kind of a letdown, honestly, after the other books, but yeah. And now I have started and gotten about 100 pages through Cinder by Marissa Meyer, which has had a very promising beginning. I am very much liking it already, and I'm very curious about where it's going. So I'm definitely really excited. I can already tell this is going to be a book that I'm really going to love. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to have to get through the majority of this tomorrow, possibly all of it, but I think I can do it because I don't have to work too much tomorrow. But mostly I am just very happy because I am ahead now instead of behind, and that pleases me. And I'm also very pleased because my hair is pink. And even though you can't really tell with the current lighting, it's really cool, and I'm a very big fan of it, and I can't wait to show it off in some videos in the future. So yeah, now I'm going to read a bit before I go to bed. Hey, just thought I'd do a quick check-in that I read an additional 50 or so pages of Cinder last night, and I'm still loving it, still absolutely loving it, and I'm definitely planning on finishing it today. But first, I have to go to work for a while, and yeah, and I'm excited to film today because that means I get to show off my new hair, which I'm very thrilled about. So I'm going to run to work, and I will see you hopefully later when I finish this book. That would be great if I'd finished it by the time I checked in again. So I didn't finish Cinder, which isn't great. I really did need to finish it. I got to about page 290 of Cinder, which is good, and I may stay up right now and read most of the rest because I believe that means I have about 90 pages left, and I might be able to just get caught up in it and finish it before I go to sleep. But because I'm still a little bit behind, that does mean that I know the next book that I have to read is going to be A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, because I know I'll be able to get through that in a day, and that will definitely far and away catch me up on reading. So tomorrow I have to wake up very early and go to the dentist, and then I also have to work, but not as much as I have been working for the past couple days. So I'm going to try to finish Cinder before I go to sleep, and if not, I will read it tomorrow in the morning, and then I will read all of Monster Calls, and then I will be caught up, and I will feel a lot better about the fact that I still have to read Me Before You and Life as We Knew It. So that is my plan. I'm going to stay up now, even though I have to wake up early, because I'm really good at planning. So I'm mixing it up with the backgrounds a little bit, because I realized I've been in my room every time I've vlogged, and I swear I leave. I just keep forgetting to vlog when I leave. So we're mixing it up, and I'm sitting in my living room instead. And I also forgot to vlog this morning because I had to wake up at 7 in the morning to go to the dentist. And that was terrible. So yeah, but I have finished 2 books since last night, so yeah, that's very exciting. Last night before I went to bed, I did finish Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I really enjoyed it, but I found a couple of things slightly predictable. I don't know, I really did enjoy it, so I'm definitely going to be continuing with the series, but I finished that. And then this afternoon, I read the entirety of A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, which was amazing, and I cried all the way through. My blue tabs mean crying, so I have 3, and then I just stopped marking it because I cried for like 100 pages, so it was kind of pointless after that. And now I have actually gotten another 40 pages into Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeffer. So I'm doing very well on reading. I'm actually very ahead now, and that makes me feel a lot better. So I'm going to go read this for a bit before I go to bed, and hopefully I'll be better about checking in tomorrow morning. I didn't really feel like checking in this morning because it just didn't make any sense to, because I didn't read anything last night. But I did have the chance to read a lot today. My mom got LASIK eye surgery, so I had to drive her around, and that meant waiting a lot of time for her to get done with all that, so I did get to read a lot today. So I'm more than halfway through Life as We Knew It, but the problem right now with this book is that it's honestly, like, it's really upsetting me, and I don't really know why. I mean, it's really good, it's really well written, but I close it and the feeling kind of stays with me, so it's just kind of like stressing me out to read it. So I'm going to stay up and finish reading it tonight because I really don't want to keep feeling upset about this book, and I really just want to start something new. So I'm going to stay up and finish reading this tonight because I don't want to feel stressed out about this book anymore. So that's what I'm going to do. And then tomorrow I'm going to start my final book, which is Me Before You, and I'm very excited, and I think that that book will stress me out slightly less, which is good. I need it to not stress me out. So it is 2 p.m. on the second to last day. Tomorrow's the last day, and last night I did stay up and I did finish Life as We Knew It, which it helped me a lot. Now that I'm done, I can kind of distance myself from it, and I did actually end up really enjoying it. And then before I went to sleep, I got about 16 pages into Me Before You. So now I just have this book to finish today and tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm going to get read today, because today is like the last full day I can spend with my sister, so I'm doing a bunch of stuff with her, and so I just don't know how much I'm going to get read, but that would mean I'd have to read all of this tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But I am very excited, and I am ready to go because me and my sister are going to go film the blindfolded book challenge as soon as she's done getting ready. So I'm excited. I'm going to read until she's ready, and then I'm going to do that. I didn't check in, like, at all, so yeah, sorry about that, because now the readathon's over, and I forgot to check in. It felt a little bit pointless, because I really didn't read anything yesterday, and then I read a bit today, but I just wasn't as dedicated. So, unfortunately, that means that I did not quite finish Me Before You. I have, like, maybe 100 pages left, but the readathon is over. I'm not going to do much of a wrap-up now. I'm actually going to read a bunch more of this and see if I can finish it before tomorrow, so that maybe I can include it in my readathon wrap-up. Anyway, maybe push the hours a bit, but I will actually do my official wrap-up tomorrow morning before I head out to a friend's house. So I am going to lay down and I am going to just read and try to finish this book because it is quite good and I would like to finish it. Okay, TBR Takedown is over, and I just wanted to update you and give you a final wrap-up of the 5 books that I read. I did stay up a little bit after the end of TBR Takedown last night and finish my final book, which means I feel a lot better now. So I did finish 5 books, and let's just remind you what those were. First, I read The 13th Reality, The Void of Mist and Thunder by James Dashner, which is the 4th and final 13th Reality book, And mostly my feelings on this were that it just wasn't as good as the rest of the series, and I kind of teetered on the edge of a 2.5 or a 3 star. After that, I read Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and although I found a couple of the things at the end to be a bit predictable, I did really enjoy this book, and I cannot wait to continue the series, so I gave it a 4 out of 5 star. I then read Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, illustrated by Jim Kay, and it is inspired by the idea from Siobhan Dowd, and I loved this book so enthusiastically, and I cried a ton, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, definitely. I then read Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeffer, which I really enjoyed, although it affected me a bit too emotionally, and because of that I didn't enjoy the reading experience quite as much as I wanted to, so I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars as well. And finally, I finished Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and I just could not get into this book emotionally. I just couldn't connect to the characters, which means I didn't really love the end of the book, and unfortunately that means that I had to give this book a 3 or a 3.5 stars. But that does mean that I read 1,700 words in 5 days, which makes me feel really good. It also gives me a jump start on my Goodreads goal for the year, which makes me very happy as well. So yeah, I'm feeling very good about the books I read. If you participated in TBR Takedown, I hope that you did very well, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!